Hi friends, it's Miss Amy with West Virginia University Extension Service Family Nutrition Program. Today, we're going to be talking all about tomatoes. Are you familiar with my plate? What part of my plate do you think tomatoes go into? They go into the vegetable category on my plate because of the nutrients they provide to our bodies. Tomatoes are full of folate, potassium, and vitamin C. Folate helps us build healthy bones and teeth. Potassium helps our muscles move, and vitamin C helps us have a healthy immune system. I have with me plum or Roma tomatoes. Let's take a look inside and see what it looks like. Wow! Inside of the tomato is very wet, and you can see tiny seeds inside this jelly surface. Let's take another slice. So this type of tomato, a Roma or a plum tomato, also can be called a paste tomato. They don't have a very large meaty center like you would a slicing tomato. They're more used to make pastas. Let's take a bite. That is a good tomato. Tomatoes are very juicy and they have a thin skin on the outside. You can eat tomatoes raw. Remember to always wash your fruits and vegetables. Or, like I said, these tomatoes are often used to make pasta sauces. So where do tomatoes come from? We know we can find them at the farmer's market and the grocery store, but how do they grow? Let's go explore a farm to learn a lot about how tomatoes grow.
I'm Penny Goff with Grits Midway Greenhouse, and I'm one of the owners and one of the third generation family member. We are in the hydroponic greenhouse facility of Grits Midway Greenhouse, and this is 1.5 acres of tomatoes only in this facility. We have 15,000 plants in here, and every week we pick about 1.5 pounds per plant off. There's a couple reasons that you want to produce hydroponically. Number one, you can grow more tomatoes in less space. You use a lot less water for irrigation, so you're saving water. Plus, you can grow in more cooler seasons where outside you're dependent upon the weather and frost. This particular way is in coconut fiber. So this is a ground up coconut fibers, and the roots can go in there, and as the water comes on, they take the food that they want and the rest of it leaves the bag. We're growing what is called a beefsteak tomato, which is basically a slicer tomato. We do them in red and we do them in yellow. The tomatoes come in about 1 foot tall, and we clip them to a string that you'll see wrapped around them. Once a week we bring a little clip in and clip the plants, and they keep growing up taller and taller. That way it can reach an average about 68 degrees a day. So it will get hotter in the afternoon, so we'll cool down a little bit in the evening. Yeah, we have, the roofs are covered with actually 2 layers of plastic, which we use 2 layers to provide insulation. There's also roof vents up there that on a warm day, those open up to let cooler air in. And then also there's a heat blanket up there that pulls across at night to keep the house warmer. We do use beneficial insects. Because we're in an enclosed area, we have no way to pollinate. There's not wind and other bees and insects around, so we buy bumblebee hives, which come in, and the bees work to do all the pollination in here. We use bumblebees instead of other types of bees because they're less aggressive. They stay here and work for their life cycle, which is about 8 to 10 weeks. We buy the good bugs to eat the bad bugs so that we don't have to spray. Our bees don't like spray, number one, and we don't want to spray our fruits. So they come in on this little card, This is the larva of it's called Incarcia, and we bring them in and we hang them on a leaf, and then they hatch out and go looking for the larva of the whitefly. When they will lay their egg in the whitefly larva, which is a pale whitish green color. So if you get an episode of whiteflies, you'll start noticing that instead of white dots on the bottom of the leaf, it'll be all those little black dots from these. 85% of our crop go to Kroger stores in West Virginia, and then probably a good 15% go to schools in Putnam, Kanawha, Wayne, sometimes Cabell County. And then the rest are sold either just in our grocery store or in our retail store or some other small grocery stores.